Oh, it's got the live button, so I think I'm really doing it this time.
No, I see that too. It says live.
It's saying live. Okay, so what do we, is there any requests for today's class or just whatever?
Easy.
Easy.
Easy, gentle, we like gentle today.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Super gentle. So I'm gonna look mute all. I got mute all, mute all. Everybody's good? Oh, you're muted. You can hear me? All right, hopefully you can see me. I got a little different setup here. I said, because I know if I turn my head, you lose my volume. So try something different. Let's find your maps. Oh, I got Kathy is who I'm looking at today. It keeps swapping the different people that I see as the main one whenever I do this. So Kathy, you're on. She's gonna get up and walk away on me. Awesome. All right, let's close our eyes. And find yourself sitting however is comfortable for you. You know, maybe today it's something different. Maybe you've crossed your opposite leg. Maybe you put your legs out straight in front of you. And just settle in and find your sitting bones. Maybe that means just kind of shimmying side to side. Really just grounding on in. Let's begin with our nice big deep breath in through our nose. Open your mouth and just sigh it on out. Take one more of those. Nice big breath in. Fill up, expand. Try to take in as much air as you can. And then emptying it out, letting it all go. One more, nice big one. And empty. Just settle in for a few breaths. Let's not just anticipate anything of what today's practice is going to look like. Just meet yourself where you are right now. Begin to lift the crown of your head on up towards the ceiling. And with that, feel the lengthening in your vertebrae, little bones along your spine. Feel them separating. Length coming in. Notice if your shoulders went on up with that, and draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Your belly pulls in. See where you can soften. Maybe your jaw, muscles in your face. Maybe your hands are clenched. Maybe even just opening up and closing your hands, wiggling your fingers, shaking your wrists out. Maybe even just wiggling your toes. And then settling back in. Big breath in through your nose again. Let's take one more. Fill up. And then exhale any remaining tension. Eyes gently open. Arms come down by your sides. And on the inhale, lift your arms up. Take a big breath in, filling them up. Exhale, palms flip down, loosening our shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. So we're going to take maybe two more nice breaths. Go on your own pace. So nice and slow. There's no rush. Nowhere to be right now. You put this hour or so aside for yourself. So just really be here in this hour. Notice your mind is going to want to wander. Bring it back to your breath. You completed your ups and downs. Come back to sitting. And we'll do our spinal twist. Left hand comes over to the right knee, belly pulls in, right arm right behind that tailbone. Nice twist. Dropping your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep that belly pulled on in towards your spine. Inhale, create length, reach a little taller, and then the exhale, twist a little deeper. Belly pulls in, come to center, bring your right arm across and take a cat curl with your spine. So here you might want to create little movements, little rocking back and forth. Really feel that space between your shoulder blades. Notice as you breathe in, that space expands. Inhale, lift on up. Right hand stays B, belly pulls in, and left arm comes around, tucks right behind. Keep reaching the crown of your head up while you sink your shoulders down. A blend of like an effort and an ease. So we're efforting and that we're creating that lengthening sensation up, but what does not need to be efforted, we're going to relax. So maybe the jaw muscle, maybe even opening up your mouth, moving your jaw side to side. Inhale, length once again, reach on up and twist a little deeper. Just going where your body wants to go. Not fighting it. Belly pulls in. As you inhale, come forward. Left arm reaches around and a cat curl on the other side. And again, maybe rocking back or side to side, really getting in between those shoulder blades. Keep digging up more gardens and then I gotta get mulch. So I'm doing mulch and stones. My shoulders have been feeling it. This feels really good. Inhale, release your arms. Let's come on to all fours. Into our table. Fingers spread wide. Point your fingers right at 12 o'clock. Our knees are under our hips. We're going to bring our right leg on up and just make some circles with that right hip. Nice, slow, deliberate circles. Maybe your circle doesn't even look like a circle. Maybe you're just kind of moving it back and forth. Whatever feels good. Changing direction. Maybe you've been changing directions each side, however. Place that leg on down and then swap sides. Keep your head at neutral so your gaze is down between your fingers. Nice big breaths in and out. And bring that leg on down. We're going to take a C curve here. So take your right leg, swing it around behind you to the left, and you're going to curl on over to the left. Keep that foot flexed. Got those high heel shoes on, point those toes. And then your gaze right on over. Maybe pressing a little bit more into your right hand will help you get a little more of that stretch in your right side body. And then notice where you're feeling this. I feel it traveling down to my hip. Inhale, bring it back to center, and then swing that left leg across. Curl on up to the right. One more breath here. And come back to center. Bring your knees together. We're going to sink back into child's pose. Release your lower back. Bring your arms wide into your mat. Forehead to the ground. And continue to sink your hips down towards your heels. Maybe even using your hands to press yourself farther back. And now release your shoulders down, relax them in. Inhale, lift them up into table. We're going to actually kerplunk right onto our thumbs here. And we're going to bring our legs wide apart, like a good leg length apart, maybe. Hands can come behind you so you're sitting up tall. Fingers point behind you. And we're going to just windshield wiper our legs back and forth. Nice and slow. Super slow. Opening our hips. Now we're going to come over. When you come to the right side, we're going to bring our right shin parallel to the top of the mat. Keep that right foot flexed. And then we're just going to fold ourselves on over that right leg. So if you have a block and you want to use a block here, you can also put a block on your chest. We're going to be here for a few breaths. So if you need to make any adjustments as you go along, go ahead. Continue to breathe. Inhale, press yourself up to seated. Come back to center and do that again. So get yourself centered, fingertips behind you. And again, nice and slow. I laugh, I say, oh, don't forget to breathe, right? But I mean, you are breathing, but you catch yourself, you're like, oh, I think I'm holding my breath. We don't even realize we do that, like when our bodies get a little stressed out and freaked out. So now we're gonna go over to the left. Flex that left foot, left shin parallel to the top of the mat. And then maybe sitting up tall. So if you want to lift yourself a little bit up and then fold on over. Continue to sink on down. On your inhale, press yourself on up. I think I could have stayed there all morning. That was good. Okay. Maybe just a couple more. Shake them out. And let's sit on up. Bring the soles of our feet together, our Baddha Konasana. Knees lay wide down. Use your hands towards your ankles. You can grab onto your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders down and back. Crown of your head lifting on up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Maybe those knees drop a little bit closer to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, knees sink. Shoulders relax. Jaw softens. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the outsides. Assist yourself, bring your knees together. Gonna roll back around and we're gonna do some more spinal twisting in our child's pose here. So come on to our knees. And we're going to reach on forward in child's. Sink on down. Now on your inhale, lift your forehead up and then just walk your arms on over to the right. You should feel on your left side, really good stretch. Inhale, lift on up, walk back to center, over to your left. Inhale, come back to center. Come on up onto all fours. Into table again. And let's take some cat and cow curls. So inhale, lift your chin on up, lift your throat. Exhale, curl your spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl. Go ahead, we're gonna take 4 more sets. So it's gonna be 8 back and forths. Go at your own breath. Really breathing in until you can't breathe anymore, and then emptying out every last bit of stale air. This is the only thing we're doing right now. And when you've completed all 4, we'll meet together in a neutral spine. Good, excellent. All right, so we're gonna do a bit of hip opening. We're gonna do what I always forget the name of, and then I remember it later. So first, we're gonna do toes pose first. So this is what our toes pose is gonna look like. We're gonna curl our toes underneath and then just sit back. This is gonna be a really nice stretch for our calves. I'm just sitting here, no big deal. See how long and tall you can make your spine. No big deal, right? Like, oh, Sam, forget this. Okay, come on up. What did I just say we're gonna do? Okay, I tell you, ladies, Jim, I'm losing my mind these days. It's pretty good. Okay, I know what we're doing. Step your right foot forward. We're on our back left knee. So you're not right directly on your knee. You're kind of forward of your knee there. Your toes curled under. So however you get there, you get there. We're gonna bring our hands. If you have a block, don't you love when I tell you to get your block now? If you have a block accessible, you can grab your block and make it easier. Yellow block. Yep, that's it. Perfect. All right. So for now, just put your block to the side. We'll use that shortly. We're going to put our fingers together so your hands are like this, right in the center of your mat. We're going to take our right foot, just like we're lifting it up off the gas pedal. So, and you're going to rotate that foot about 45-degree angle. And then you're going to drop your right knee down. So your foot is on the outer pinky toe side right there, your knee. So I'll come back again. So right now we have our arm is in line with our knee. Okay, lift that right foot up, spin it 45-degree angle, and then drop that right knee down so you're just on the edge of your pinky. Yeah, that's it. Good. Okay, so you can stay here with your arms like this. Just breathe. So if you want a little extra challenge, this is where that block comes in. You have your block. You want to put your forearms down on the block. Sink deeper in. Gaze straight ahead. Your again, neck is in line with your spine. And just breathe. This is a pretty intense hip opener. Some people can even remove that block and go all the way down. If it's too much and you're like, yowza, what the heck? And you want to come back up onto your hand. Your back foot's curled under. You can go ahead and tuck it maybe. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring that foot, rock it back up. And then we're gonna bring it behind us. Go ahead, bring your knees wide apart and take a wide leg child pose with your toes touching at the back behind you. Inhale, lift on up. Stack ourselves again. We're gonna bring our left leg forward. Again, however you get takes to get you there, just get there. We're gonna meet up with our outside edge of our left arm with our knee here. Again, our hands, we're gonna make that goalpost hands. And we wanna come slightly forward of our back right knee. You wanna tuck your toe under and behind you, you can do that. So right now, we're just right here for a breath or two. All right, lift that left foot up off the gas pedal, turn it at a 45-degree angle, and then drop it onto the back, to the pinky toe edge of your foot. All looking good. Continue to breathe. You want to go right for it, grab that block. Come down. And again, this is my side. It doesn't want to go down as far, and I know that. There's no big deal. Full breaths in and out. On the block, ditch that block. All right, bring your foot on in. Bring your leg back. Let's take one more wide leg child pose. Knees apart, big toes touch, sink on back. Next, inhale, rock back up into table. Your knees, hips width apart. Fingers spread wide. And actually bring your fingers so like your pointer fingers are right at the top of the mat. Your pinky fingers are maybe even off the mat. They're a little bit wider. We're going to open up our shoulders here a little. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and take downward facing dog. You can pedal out your dog if you want, then one knee and then the other. In your down dog, take your, press your hands on in, come to stillness, and then slide your shoulders down and away from your ears. So you're using that to push yourself back, like sliding those shoulders down, and then you can lift your hips a little bit higher. Sliding them down, it's like the sliding action. Your head reaches to the floor. Next inhale, bring that right foot to your right thumb. We have a runner's lunge coming up onto our back toes. Gaze straight ahead. Lift your left hamstring on up to the ceiling. And then you can take that block, if you have a block, bring it to the inside of your left foot. You know, you can use the ground, that's just fine. I'm gonna take our left hand to the block or the ground, and then taking our right arm, reaching on up to the ceiling. Opening our shoulders here. And breathing. Inhale, twist back to center. Drop your back knee, sink on back and stretch that front hamstring. Flex your front toe. You're curled up just like we were in toes pose on our back foot. And just breathing. Let's bring that leg around. You can take a child's pose in between here if you want. Big breath in. Exhale. Again. Inhale, rock back up to table. Curl your toes under into down dog. Keep sliding those shoulders down and away from your ears. On that inhale, left foot comes to meet your left thumb into our runner's lunge. Nice big long stance. And lifting up your back hamstring. You have that block and you want to use the block on the inside of your left foot, you can, or you can use the floor. Take your right hand pressing into the block, left arm reaches on up. The crown of your head continues to reach up to, so you're drawing space between your shoulders. And you're breathing. Notice if your back knee kind of sickled and keep your back legs straight. Inhale, belly pulls in, twist back to center, drop your back knee, uncurl your back toe, and sink back for a hamstring stretch on your other side. But here, notice if you're curling on your shoulders and if you can continue to draw your shoulders down and back as well. All right, inhale, rock forward. Let's swing that leg around. Coming onto your knees. You're going to take camel. If you have that block or a towel or a pillow or something, you want to put that between your legs. It's going to remind you to squeeze and use those leg muscles. This is a little back bend. Curling your toes under. Your hands press on in to your sacrum. And we're going to continue to lift. So we want to do more lifting and lengthening in our spine here. So keep pressing on in, press with your hands, lift on up, press your thighs forward, opening up your chest. Your throat, your chest, open on up to the ceiling as you breathe in and out. Keep dropping your shoulders down and away, keep pressing your hands in. And maybe you've lifted up so much you can start to go back a little, but don't jump into your lower back. Some people can take their hands and spin them open, grab their heels. An option. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift on up, come back to neutral, uncurl your toes, and then grab your hands behind you, clasp your hands. And we're going to just pull our arms down, drag the arms down, shoulders down, and then here with our arms down, lift on up in your throat. Maybe keep pulling your shoulders back towards one another. Breathing in. All right, release your bind with your arms. Let go of your block. And we're gonna stand on up however you get there. I have a feeling my head might be getting chopped off. Let's build our mountain. So our feet are hips width apart. Maybe just wiggling your feet. And actually, no, I'm gonna ditch that. Let's do our empty coat sleeve. So we're gonna just kind of walk around, kind of shake those arms out. And you're gonna lift up the back toe. Let the momentum take you away. And then we're gonna come to stillness, but we're not gonna abruptly stop. Oh, Kathy, I'm loving your bounce. That's great. We're just gonna let our body stop naturally. So just let it. Kathy's killing me. We're gonna do a hand jive now. Our Sam's officially lost it, folks. Okay, let's come to the back of our mat. Let's get into our warrior. Right foot forward, nice big step. Back foot is going to be parallel to the mat. All right, so maybe just a bunch of keep on squeezing. We're going to, the back leg is, you always have a bend, we're never locking up joints, but you want to lengthen that as much as you can. Back pinky toe slices into the mat. Your front leg, knee is nudging. Arms come on up. Shoulders sit down. And gaze is right over that front middle. Still doing our hand. And breathe. Keep dropping your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders, keep nudging that knee out. We're going to take our back arm, tuck it right behind, and press it on into your lower back. Right arm spins on up, and take proud warrior. Lift on up, opening up that side. Keep sinking into your front leg. Breath in. Breath out. Again, breath in. Breath out. Bring your right arm down, left arm comes up. We're going to take, just like we have our hand holding a platter, bring our right elbow to our right knee, and our left arm, like we're holding a big beach ball, reaches on up and over. So we want to use our core here. We don't want to put all the weight into our leg. Just very lightly. You're holding something delicate in that front arm. And then spin your chest out open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Notice how your toes gripping the mat. Inhale. Come on up. Bring that left arm back around again. Take another proud warrior. I know your legs are not done. Okay, relax your arms down. Straighten that front knee. Spin your front toe on in. So we're kind of pigeon-toed with our feet. Hands grab those hips. Breath in. With a nice flat back, just fold halfway. Halfway. Maybe rock towards the balls of your toe ball mounds without gripping the mat with your toes. And now go ahead, fold all the way down. Hands come to the floor. You can take your hands, spin your fingers behind you, kind of pull yourself behind. And then shake your head side to side. Inhale, come back to center. Touch your hands on your hips, and then using that core, bring yourself back up to standing. Going on with the internet, looks like. All right, spin your left foot, or if you want to change your side on your mat so you can see, however, we're just going to do the other side. So your left foot, if it spins, your back foot is parallel to the mat. Warrior two. Nice, strong, fierce pose. Sinking into that left front leg. The weight here is actually on both legs evenly. It's just where the pressure is a little different. Keep melting your shoulders down. Right arm comes behind, tucks on in, left palm flips on up. Proud warrior. Keep breathing. So use your drishti, your gaze, your breath, all the tools in your toolbox here. Pretty intense. We'll come back to our warrior two, but with our left palms open, flipped up. And grab that big beach ball on this side here. Spin your chest up, gaze up to the ceiling. Notice if you're jumping into that front leg. Using that core, come on, stand back up again. Right arm tucks behind, one more proud warrior. Bring your arms on down, straighten that front leg. Spin your toe on in again. So this time, let's bind our hands, just like we did earlier. Clasp your hands together, open up your shoulders, really feel that stretch. Lift them up. Drop your shoulders down. Pull your hands away from your bum. Inhale. Exhale, using your core, fold on over. Continue to pull your hands down and away. Open those shoulders. Inhale, with the strength of your core, come all the way up to standing. Our feet together. Hands come to prayer. Let's just take a moment and just feel what we're feeling right now. Your eyes are closed down. Your feet are firmly on the ground, hip width apart. Lift them all 10 toes. Spread them wide and then gently place them down one at a time onto your mat. Soft bend in your knees. Arms can come down by your sides. Palms spin forward. Keep drawing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Crown of your head lifts on up. Your belly's pulled in. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, open your eyes. Arms come on up. Extended mountain. Shoulders sink on in. Inhale. Exhale, slide down into chair pose. And just bend your knees. Gaze straight ahead. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale. Inhale, sink into child's again. We're going to try a little balancing trick. We're going to shift the weight onto our left leg. We're going to take our right leg and see if we can cross it over. You're all looking good. Maybe sink a little deeper. And release it. All right, let's bring our hands to take a breath in between. Eyes closed down. Notice if your heart rate just sped up a little bit there. Your breath quickened. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Notice your feet hips width apart again. Arms come on up back into chair, shoulders sink down. Weight shifts to the right foot. Left foot crosses over. See if you can sink into chair. Straight ahead. Maybe sink a little deeper. And release. Awesome. Hit the floor. Here we go. Nicely hit the floor. All right. So middle of your mat. Since we were just doing those, your hips, I tell you, tomorrow you're going to be feeling your hips. I promise. Let's take our right leg. We're going to just do a seated figure 4 here. So you want to make sure that ankle bone crosses over. Your foot is flexed. You can cradle your leg on in, give it a hug, feel that IT band. You can also sit on back, press on in and up. 2 different options. And if you want, you can even roll on your back and do this. Release that side, change side. Good 5 breaths here. Release your leg. We're going to come onto our backs. Keeping your knees bent. Bring your heels as close to your bum as you can. We're going into bridge. So feet are hips width apart. Lift your hips on up. And press your forearms into the ground. Or you can clasp your hands behind you. Some people, I like to tuck my shoulders, open up my chest as well here. And keep lifting your hips on up as you press your feet into the ground. This is kind of like a version of camel, only we're on the ground here. Same concepts. Thighs on up, hips press up. Breathing. Your arms are clasped, release your arms, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower yourself on down. Soles of your feet come together, or Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees splay wide. You can bring your hands maybe to the insides. You can Spin your palms on up, and then your arms over your side. Whatever feels good. Take a deep breath into your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Oh, one more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Stretch your legs long into your mat. Arms go overhead for a full body stretch. You can clasp your fingers and then spread your palms outward. Belly pulls in. Feel that length in your body. Inhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Arms come on up over, either grabbing your shin or behind your thigh. And then we're going to bring it across our bodies to the left, teeing out our arms. Belly pulls in, protects your lower back. Maybe your gaze goes over the right shoulder. Then you'll come back to center. Give your leg one more squeeze right into your belly. Stretch it out long. Legs are long, arms overhead. Big breath in. On your exhale, left knee comes on in. Your little movements back and forth before you bring it across your body. The right hand goes in. Left arm tees out. Your eyes are starting to close down here. Notice that you're staying present with your body. You're not going into your to-do list for the day yet. Come on back to center. Squeeze. Stretch your leg long. Arms overhead once more. Full body stretch. Belly pulls in. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring those both legs on into your belly. Good squeeze. Rocking and rolling. Feel at least in your lower back as well. Come to stillness. From here, you can take any other poses that you want. If you want to have a baby, you want to lift your legs on up, take a waterfall with a block, put your legs up a wall, anything else you feel you need to do. And then when you're ready, settle on into Shavasana, nice and flat onto your mat. Palms can spin up, shoulders open, eyes closed softly. We won't be here long today. When you're ready together, we'll take a deep breath into our nose. Open our mouths, exhale. And one more breath in. Exhale. And for the next few breaths, there's really nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Brief scan of your body from head to toe. Notice how you're feeling. Don't be in a rush to get on with your day just yet. Really take these few breaths. Now beginning wiggling your fingers, your toes. I told you it wouldn't be long. Bring your knee, one knee at a time on into your chest. Rolling side to side, massaging your spine again. Falling over onto your right side. And then using that left hand, press yourself on up into seated. Hands to prayer heart center. Eyes closed. And just scan your body once more here. Notice how you're feeling. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Carrying your hands to your forehead, your third eye center. Together we'll bow and say, Namaste. I don't know why I keep forgetting you how to unmute everybody. Unmute everybody. Okay, if you want to unmute yourselves, I don't know what's the matter for me. Tim's got it, Chris has got it.
Got it.
Oh, very good. Got it.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sam.
I love
The
the
audio-
hand jive
the audio
today.
better.
The audio's better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I hadn't thought with doing the math this way, that might help. But,
Yeah.
did Kathy go already? Oh, Kathy's still on mute. Kathy had me cracking up today with the hand jive. Anybody else see Kathy doing the hand jive?
No, I
was dancing, and she was doing our empty coats and our buttons, and okay.
That's good. I'm sorry.
That
I
was
missed
pretty
it.
awesome. Oh, see, you were focusing on you. Very good. Oh, Kathy can't get out of mute either.
But she can hear you. She's hand jiving.
I know. That's what she probably. All right. You all have a good week. It's just like so beautiful to have fall here.
I know.
It's
Thanks,
actually-
Sam.
Right.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you.
Sam.
Take care.
Yeah. Thanks, Sam.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.